everyone, and again, welcome to our Bible study where in each of the chapter, in each of the verses, we are going to learn about God's character and who really God is. So, we've learned about again Genesis 1, where we learned that God created the heavens and the earth, and it was in a very orderly manner, and he is a great designer where he created us and the animals, and it's and with a wide variety, yeah. So after that, we've learned that even though we've constantly sin, and we constantly choose to be away from Him, or choose to ignore Him, or choose to disobey Him, God is still there to pursue us and to save us from ourselves also. So we've learned about the flood and why this happened, because again, He tried to save humanity from its early destruction. Now we're going to read again the Genesis 9, where we learned about God's new instruction in our diet, because previously we know from Genesis 1 that the diet of Adam and Eve onwards until the flood is only fruits, vegetables, fruits, nuts, and grains. But then when the flood came, there's no fruits yet, there's nothing to eat yet, so God allowed the people to eat meat. That's why instead of having dominion over the creation, humans are to be dreaded or be feared by the animals. That's why we are being feared by animals, because of that. Yeah, because we're going to eat them. So we learn about, again, eating the clean food, and it was not only given to the Israelites, but actually it was stated here, where there is a division of, again, the clean and unclean. And now we're going to study Genesis 4 until 11. So, but you shall not, it says here, so when he said we can eat the green herbs and the animals, they are in our hands. But then it says here, but you shall not eat flesh with its life, that is its blood. Surely your lifeblood I will demand a reckoning. From the hand of every beast I will require it, and from the hand of man, from the hand of every man's brother, I will require the life of man. Whoever sheds man's blood, by man his blood shall be shed, for in the image of God He made man. So again, God repeated that we are made in the image of God. Oh. And as for you, be fruitful and multiply. Bring forth abundantly in the earth and multiply in it. So remember, this one was mentioned in the Garden of Eden. Multiply, right? So then God spoke to Noah and to his sons with him, saying, and as for me, behold, I establish my covenant with you and with your descendants after you, and with every living creature that is with you, the birds, the cattle, and every beast of the earth with you, of all that go out of the ark, every beast of the earth. Thus I establish my covenant with you. Never again shall all flesh be cut off by the waters of the flood. Never again shall there be a flood to destroy the earth. So there again, God constantly renews His covenant, or you know how gracious and how loving our God is, where after us being disobedient, choosing our own ways, choosing to disregard God, but still God pursues. And in here, even though this is a painful promise, because He can see that from there, again, man will again disobey, man will do his own thing, man will find his own desire, but God felt the pain, right? So God promised, I will never again destroy the earth using the flood. So there, and this was also mentioned in where was it? When God said, yeah, in verse 8:21, the Lord smelled a soothing aroma, and the Lord said in his heart, I will never again curse the ground for man's sake. So see, God, God is a God of repetition, because we constantly forget, and God is always there to remind us. And He's not impatient to do that. He does it with love. So he again repeats His promise. I will never again destroy man. I will never again destroy the earth using flood. So from Genesis 1 until onwards, we can see God constantly repeated important things. And that is how He loves us. He reminds us every time. He reminds us every time. So I think that is how parents are also. They remind their children. So just like the parents to the children, is God to us. So that's it. And hopefully I can see you again the next time we are going to study Genesis onwards and to know more of God. Have a good day.